Hello, welcome to Math 107. I'll be your professor for this semester. My name is Chris Robinson. I'd like to take an opportunity to bring your attention to several details on Blackboard that would help guide you through the course, help you understand how it's set up. Right now, I'm introducing myself using something called Zoom. This is what we'll use through the semester if you should need to contact me during office hours. All you need is a webcam, some sort of mic to pick up your voice. Not meant to be any sort of investment that you need to make. You shouldn't expect to have to pay for Zoom. It's free. So I'll give you some more details about that later. But if you're curious how I was presenting this, that's the tool that I'm using. And one nice thing about it is you'll see here in a second, is I can share my screen, and you'll be able to share your screen as well as we go through the semester. If you ever have any questions, you want to show me something that you're doing on your computer, help me figure out a problem with you, that's what we'll use it for. So here we are, where you've begun your course, and what we've got going here is a quick introduction about myself and an overview, as we're doing right now, leading into some essential items. So essentially, I want you to go down through this one by one, becoming familiar with the course syllabus here at first. I've got a quick voice thread, a quick discussion of the highlights from the syllabus, but if you want to see that whole syllabus in its entirety with all of its details, you can click on the link here and check that out. It gives a description of how I grade, all the policies that you should expect to be stated in a syllabus. All the policies for the course will be found in this link. I also have the opportunity for you to see all the objectives that we have for the semester, what I expect you to be able to know by the end of the course. And the course calendar, I've got this in a few places. It's very important to me to communicate with you when test dates, homework dates, quiz dates, everything that has a due date, when that will be. I've got a discussion of how I color code things on the calendar. That's all down here for you to view. But there is one other place you can see it. It says course calendar over here on our left tab. You can just click on that, and let me pull that document up with a little patience, of course. And you can see, okay. You can see what we'll be doing through the next 7 weeks. We can blow that up at a later time, but it's all available for you rather quickly without having to go through all those tabs. Hello. So back to the essential items here. We got a course calendar, a course syllabus, as well as the objectives. You can take a look at those. We're going to have 3 pieces of technology we need to become familiar with throughout the semester. VoiceThread, we will use that for some discussion questions, one for each module. And if you want to know how to post a comment or how to submit an assignment using VoiceThread, I've got a couple of tutorials. MyMathLab, this will be how we submit all of our homework and our quizzes. You got to get set up for that at first, though. And I've got, first of all, a check to make sure that your browser is compatible with MyMathLab. After that, I would urge you to go ahead and click on the link here for registry. And essentially what it's going to say is that you need to click on anything I have with MyMathLab. I'll show you a link here in just a second, and get yourself set up with a user account. Maybe you already have done something, maybe my accounting lab, they've got a few other ones, my IT lab, my Spanish lab. If you've done something with Pearson before and you've already got an account with them, you can use that. But if not, you need to create one. And then after that, you should get your textbook available. I bet there was an access code that you should have received from MyMathLab when you purchased the book. And what it is you'll click on the link for a homework assignment or for MyMathLab, and it will ask you to log in and then to enter your access code so that you have a link between the stuff that I've set up for homework in this course and your account. So let's go back here a little bit. This link here, MyMathLab, this is one way you can click on it. And then MyMathLab assignments, click on that. And this is a way that you can get in to start setting up your account. Mine's already linked in there, so it went pretty quick. Or you could click on module number 1, the basics, online assessments, and then click on homework number 1 here. This is another way, lots of different ways that you can get to My Math Lab the first time, set up your account, enter your access code, and be ready to do some homework. But let's get back to where we were. We were talking about our technology tools. We had mentioned that VoiceThread as well as My Math Lab are common tools we use in the course. The one that I'm using now, I mentioned before, is Zoom. If you need some help getting that on your computer, getting an account created, you have a couple links here to get you going, and then some tutorials to describe how to join a meeting, how to essentially use Zoom. It's a pretty friendly program. I think you'll like it. That takes care of our technology tools. After you've had some time to look at the syllabus, get used to the tools, it's time to try out one of them, VoiceThread, so that you can introduce yourself to the course, or introduce yourself to the class, excuse me. We don't have a classroom, so I'd like to provide an opportunity for each of the students to get to know each other. So if you click on introduce yourself to the class, it'll take you to VoiceThread, and you'll see the introduction by me first. I've got a list of questions. Sometimes it's hard just to introduce without any sort of direction. And I've got a few questions there describing my experiences with math, my mom's experience as a nurse, opportunity to break the ice there. Once you're done with all that, let's see here. We want to start with module number 1. We do need to go in order through the semester. And let me discuss with you the structure for all the modules. At the beginning, you will always see our objectives, as well as how I plan to assess those, how I plan to teach those. You'll also have a couple other folders under here. Essential questions are provided every week, describing some extra problems, giving you practice at the ideas that are the most important from that week's worth of work. Sometimes it goes over a week. It might be a week and a few days, but it's as close to a week as I could make it. So if you click on this and you want to get the essential questions for week number 1, you can go ahead and do that. If you want to see the key to those, to make sure you're doing those problems correctly, that's provided. And if you're really stuck on something, click on this video here, and you'll often see that maybe the problem that you're trying to work on, I have a discussion of it, of how to solve it. Online assessments. We have homework, quizzes. We also have discussion questions. Those are all going to be done through Blackboard, and the due dates are listed up here above, in addition to where they're listed in the calendar. Click on them, try your homework out. Click on them, try your quizzes out. Click on them, complete your discussion questions. The rubric for the discussion questions are also included on this page if you should want to know how I'll be grading your discussions. The last item is a folder for supplemental resources. Sometimes I like to add videos I find that are useful from the internet, a Khan Academy video that I feel that would be very useful if you're stumped on something. I'm happy to help, but another voice, another explanation can often be helpful too. This structure shows up throughout all the modules. You got an overview, essential questions, online assessments, and some supplemental resources. I'd also like to mention that we'll have weekly announcements. I want to make sure that you know what topics you need to be learning through the week, what due dates there are, what might be coming up the following week. If we've got a test coming up, I want to give you a heads up that you need to schedule that with me, or schedule it with your proctor if you live outside the Evansville area. Last few items here. You can check your grades over here at the left. We'll post grades through Blackboard so you can see how you're doing through the semester. If you need to send me an email, you can, but hopefully you'll have one you can just respond to or reply to in your mailbox already. And technology support, more tools if you get stuck with the technology. You're always welcome to contact me. We'll try and work through it together, but if it's a strange hour, you can't get hold of me at that time, these are some other tools as well. So I want to take one more opportunity to say welcome to the course. I'm looking forward to teaching this semester. I'm looking forward to learning from you as well, those life experiences that you bring from the class. Really want to listen and see how I can use those to enrich this course for future students. Take care.